boy, it's been a while, huh? Like a week. Why was I gone? Drugs. Look, I just knew that, 7.0 comes out in like a week, and, we'll be full steam ahead, 4 vids a week for months after that, so I figured right now I would just, do drugs. Anyway, folks, today is a good day, a phenomenal day, even, The last couple of years, we've spent some time on this channel fairly and justly critiquing both the Tsarista and khaenriah separately. Yet today it was just revealed all khaenriahns descend from the Tsarista, meaning when we were fairly and justly critiquing one, we were doing the same to the other. Fantastic! And in hindsight, makes complete sense that the two greatest evils in the world have the same origin point. I should have seen that one coming. Other pretty important lore points before we get into the trailer. Apparently, folks, the Bel-Yisar founded Snezhnaya for the sole purpose of creating a nation independent of the heavenly principles, which, if that sounds familiar, that's pretty much what khaenriah wanted. I guess, one minor point of separation is, khaenriah's rule was no gods, while Snezhnaya's was no heavenly principles. But, some of you might be going, well, now hang on a second, because the Bel-Yisar, you're right, by the way, being the little bitch that he was, couldn't stand on business and became the first archon, meaning in the end, he accepted the heaven's gift of a gnosis and a divine seat. At least God King Deshret stood on business and rejected a divine seat. Anyway, before he became first archon, it said the third descender visited Snezhnaya and brought to the lands a new power. Interesting. Well, now it's time to do what we do best, which is break down the trailer with 100% accuracy guesses for the patch that comes out in a week.
Where's Paimon? I need to find her fast!
Folks, allow me the honor of using my perfect deductive reasoning skills. I believe Paimon is missing. I deduce this based on the fact that the traveler is looking for Paimon and says, "Where is Paimon?" Typically, you only look for things when they're missing.
In this nation, to which the gods have never shown favor, we all believe that standing in solidarity with the tsarista in our shared struggle will surely usher in a new and better world.
Okay, let's just stop the propaganda, because which nation is he talking about here? I'm confused. Can't be Snezhnaya, surely, who's been ruled over by two gods, and despite the fact that it was founded to be separate from the heavenly principles, we know the Bel-Yisar became archon, meaning he took the gnosis made by the heavenly principles, which gave him the power to defend his nation, because for once he had a rational thought. He looked to his left, he looked to his right, and said, "Ha, I'm not built to defend this," and said, "Heavens, I need you! I know what kind of man you are, you bitch!" Maybe he's talking about khaenriah here, but surely one as perceptive as Piero, the best NCAA recruiter east of the Mississippi, must surely know he descends from a god in the Tsarista.
Fate always appears so impossibly complicated, but at moments like this, its raw simplicity is laid bare.
Really? Complicated? I feel like the perfect system of fate created by the perfect being that is the perfect heavenly principles can be perfectly summed up with 3 perfect words. Just enjoy the perfect ride. That's all you gotta do.
It's called the Shadow Realm. A place where no wind blows, no light shines, and no elemental energy flows. Even time itself doesn't exist here. It's a world where everything seems to come to a standstill.
Now, what's not said in this trailer, but was revealed in the live stream, is that the Shadow Realm is a place beyond the gaze of the heavenly principles, but so what, right? Wouldn't khaenriah said to be in the same situation?
In the perpetual meantime of a sheltered eternity, most are content to live and not to dream. But in the hidden corners where the god's gaze does not fall, there are those who dream of dreaming.
Who gives a fuck?
Paimon, please be okay.
Well, looks like there is something wrong with Paimon, rather than it just being, fucking cold. As for what's wrong with her, I'm still banking on my anti-celestial device, or, maybe not, seeing as how the trailer ends.
True consistency exists only in principle. In the real world, fairness is relative.
So you have no intention of finding a solution to this problem?
In accordance with the result of this vote, Project Stuja will remain in effect until the next Vecha period.
Vote in Snezhnaya! Democracy! Don't make me laugh, man. With regards to Snezhnaya, we don't even know what this is yet, so it ends at the Vesh. I don't know what the implications of this are.
Civilization is nothing but an illusion. Something whose very existence can be negated at any moment.
What? How can civilization exist, be an illusion, but also be negated? I feel like all those things can't be true at once, unless maybe, we're talking about khaenriahns. They were a civilization that existed to the past tense, blustering illusion they thought they had, right? And in the end, they became negated.
The storm might have destroyed all of Snezhnaya by now. Maybe even the whole world.
Can you guys sense it? She's near.
A civilization that fails to learn its lesson constantly depletes its own worth. It will one day lose any reason for its existence.
Yes! Absolutely, Ronova is 100% correct. If every nation has a reason to exist, then they, by choice, forfeit that reason to exist when they threaten the sovereignty of other nations and the world.
Khaenriah wasn't the first, but it was the most recent, until Snezhnaya next patch cycle.
Ruler of death, what do you want?
She's here.
Consider your position carefully. This might have passed for a coincidence the first time, but a second time? Am I to assume you are intentionally interfering in Snezhnaya's affairs?
Who says there will be a next time?
Who is I would be a fool to question Ronova or not, but especially with those big beautiful eyes, she no doubt can fucking see intentions now, can't she? Questions are always good. Who is she talking to here? It must be not must be, but it could be the Traveler, given they're in the same room. But what? Intentionally interfering with Snezhnaya's affairs? That's all they've been doing the last 7 fucking years in every nation of the world. Why all of a sudden, right at the end of the journey, we're going, hang on a second, you shouldn't be doing this a second time. Maybe it's about Rhindaughter? No one says the audio has to match the image, right? This could be about Rhindaughter. Maybe Rhindaughter the first time was meeting with the tsarista, and the second time is something that happens in the Archon quest.
Each morning here, for every one of us, there's the chance that we might not wake up. We act only for the greater glory and solidarity of our nation. May the aurora shine ever on, and the tundra always stand firm.
Spoken like a true communist.
Your obsession with it baffles me. When the day of reckoning arrives, not even a descender can hope to escape unscathed.
Kill it! Die! Annihilate the bug!
This scene is interesting for a number of different reasons, but without a doubt, the most obvious, but maybe not true takeaway would be that Paimon should have no connection to the primordial one, given Ronova surely wouldn't attack her if that were the case. Now, jury's still out on Asmodee, but the fact that, maybe Renova's just doing it for the love of the game, right? Traveler loves it, so just fucking kill it. I respect him, man.
The Tsaritsa will return in triumph in short order. The time for us to meet again will come very soon. Our goal is the heavenly principles.
Yeah, shut it, commie. Filthy scum.